Any kind of point break wave, I think this board's pretty ideal.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Real Board Loft. I'm Trip Forman. Today we got Dawson with us. Dawson, welcome.
Thank you.
We are here to talk with you about the new Channel Islands Mikey February Shorty. It's a new high-performance shortboard in the CI range. On the CI website, it's talking about where this board fits in their performance shortboard range, right in the middle between the 2 Happy, which is a very user-friendly, better wave shortboard, and the 2-Point Pro, which is also a more user-friendly version and actually more kind of variable condition version of the very popular CI Pro. It seems like it's in the middle. The one word that they go back to again and again on the Mikey Feb Shorty is flow. Obviously flow and Mikey February are synonymous. Dawson, myself, and Cody put this board in the bag and took it to one of the flowiest waves in the world, Chicama, Peru, also known as the longest left in the world. Dawson, let's dive into this board, man. I'm stoked to hear your impressions on it.
Yeah, so this board is 5'11", 18 7/8, 2 3/8. 27.6 liters. Yeah, so we took this thing to Peru, and immediately I was looking for a board around the shop, and I was talking to Trip about trying to get it, taking it down there, because left-hand point break, you know, super drawn out turns, and I was looking at the dimensions on this one, and it's a little out of the range tall-wise, because, you know, it's 5'11". Usually I'm around like a 5'8", 5'10" around here, even 5'7" around here on these smaller, more punchier waves. But there was a swell coming, so I figured jump it up and try to get like a full old school type shortboard, you know?
Like
so
just more rail length.
Way more rail length. So grabbed this one and took it there. And first off, it just felt like you can really get on the rail. Totally different surfing than the Outer Banks type of wave. You have so much time to just set your rail and just kind of let the board do the turning for you. You can dig into the bottom, you know, really get that rail engaged off the top, you know, just more rail surfing than anything. And it was totally different for me, because last time I rode a board like this was probably in like early 2000s.
Okay.
Because it's just taller, but still super high performance.
Even before you like dig into the CI information on this board, you think about if Mikey February is gonna like make a new shortboard model, you think of all of his alternative board surfing. And then going from those boards onto a shortboard, what's he gonna want it to feel like? Even without them prompting flow, you're thinking like, oh, that thing is gonna be a style master like shortboard, you
That's
know?
what it felt like too. And you got on it, you just let the board kind of do it, do the work, you know?
Right.
Just rail to rail surfing and try not to pump as much and just kind of just using the rails.
Let's talk about the feeling difference between like your standard shortboard being like 5'9" and this 5'11". What are you feeling underfoot?
Even on like the paddling for the wave, you have a little more length. So just even catching the wave felt like you can feel that difference 100%. And then just like digging into your bottom turn and getting more close to the lip, you really get a spring off your bottom into the lip. I thought the fins kind of released really good on this thing. And just back, it's just fluid surfing, you know, not a lot of hiccups between.
We're surfing the longest left in the world, and you were getting some of the longest waves of the day. You mentioned the fins. Let's flip this thing around and talk fins a little bit. It looks like you got the Jordys in here, the Futures Jordys. For people that have not surfed the Jordys, it is a more rake template, really good for point breaks, ton of drive. How did it pair up with this board?
I like the Jordys because it's that wave so down the line. You have so much time, so you can really rely on those fins off the bottom. There's a honeycomb, so they do have a little bit of flex.
Okay.
I did the larges because the wave's not it's powerful, but I just feel like a little larger fin, you have a little more drive.
Okay.
So that's why I did the larges.
Just for reference on this board, the dimensions that you mentioned and riding large fins, what's your height and weight?
I'm 5'9" at 175.
Okay, so you're riding larges in that. Okay. What about the wave range that you got to surf? Because I know that we got that one really good day. What was the range of surf, like size of surf you were surfing it on? Like, you know, between the set waves and or maybe sitting inside?
Probably chest to 2 feet overhead.
Okay.
Yeah. Just worked really good. Like any kind of point break wave, I think this board's pretty ideal.
It's really good.
Yeah.
With all your time spent in the board loft and like pairing people up with the right boards based on their experience level, what's the accessibility rating of this board, you know, for people that are below your ability level?
I think someone that, you know, that's obviously catching their own waves and, you know, is on it when it comes to trying to get more in the pocket or more rail out their turns. For someone like that, you know, wants to get someone like a real high performance type feel. This is definitely a good one, just because it is a lot narrower in the nose.
Okay.
But it still has a little bit of foam, a little bit under the chest, but just kind of gets real narrowed out. But I do like it because it's two or 3 inches bigger than me still. So
Yeah.
you still have a little more paddle. Still there, you know, like underneath the chest, and the length obviously helps catching the wave.
I think people are going to start moving back
I think so.
to shortboards, right?
Yeah,
and
I
so
think
like,
so.
is Mikey Febs releasing his own pro model shortboard? Is that like kind of what it needed, just to let people know, hey, it's okay to go back to shortboards now?
Yeah, they feel so good. I mean, you got that right section, that long rail line, like it's so much flow. You know, the smaller water boards, I feel like you don't have that flow. You know, it's a little more glitchy, snappy.
Right.
So I think the old school shortboards, I think, are gonna come back.
I know there's been a lot of like AI, like, you know, not artificial intelligence, but anti-irons.
Yeah.
People talking about like bringing his stuff back, like the really long stretched out dimensions, like, but that's like even more extreme than this. So this seems to be like a happy medium of like, you know, keeping it modern, but like having a little bit more rail line.
Yeah.
Dawson, thank you so much. Viewers, if you have any questions on the new Channel Islands Mikey Feb Shorty, or would like to order one, either stock or custom, you can always reach us at the shop, 252-987-6000, or look us up online, realwatersports.com/surfing. Thanks for tuning in.